Namaste to all students. Khushro Bitia, myself JV and Dr. Khushbu Verma, Faculty of Agriculture and Veterinary Science. Today we will discuss about cell junctions, and this session is related to cell biology course of program BTech FBT, BTech MTech FBT and BSc FND third trimester. Junctions serving all of these functions can be found in cell of different types. Here we will look at each of one of them in turns. First of all, we will discuss about one cell junction, which is plasmodesmata. Plant cells surrounded as they are by cell walls don't connect one another through wide stretches of plasma membrane the way animal cells can. However, they do have specialized junctions called plasmodesmata, singular plasmodesma, and places where a hole is punched in the cell wall to allow direct cytoplasmic exchange between two cells. Here we can see in this diagram, two plant cells are connected with a single hole, with a single connection. This connection is known as plasmodesma. And this kind of a cell junction is present in plant cells only. Plasmodesmata are lined with plasma membrane that is continuous with the membrane of two cells. Each plasmodesma has a thread of cytoplasm extending through it, containing an even thinner thread of endoplasmic reticulum. Molecules below a certain size, the size exclusion limit, move freely through the plasmodesmal channel by passive diffusion only. The size exclusion limit varies among plants and even among cell types within a plant. Plasmodesmata may selectively dilate or expand to allow the passage of certain large molecules such as proteins, although this process is poorly understood and needs more further research. Next one is gap junctions. Functionally, gap junctions in animal cells are a lot like plasmodesmata in plant cells. They are similar in comparison to plasmodesmata, and they are channels between neighboring cells that allow for the transport of ions and other substances. Structurally, however, gap junction and plasmodesmata are quite different. In vertebrates, gap junctions develop when a set of 6 membrane proteins called connexins form an elongated donut-like structure called connexon. When the pores or donut holes of connexins in adjacent animal cell align, a channel forms between the cells. This kind of arrangement is present in vertebrates, but if we talk about the invertebrates, so invertebrates also form gap junctions in a similar way, but use a different set of proteins which called connexins. Here we can see vertebrates gap junctions structure. This is connexon and 6 proteins, and single protein is connexin. And they made a channel, gap junction channel, which allows to cross molecules from the cell membrane. This is plasma membrane of cell 1, this is plasma membrane of cell 2, and this region is extracellular space. This orientation for the closed channel and this orientation for the open channel. And open channel will allow for the passage of molecules across the membrane. Next one is tight junctions. Not all junctions between cells produces cytoplasmic connections. Instead, tight junctions create a watertight seal between two adjacent animal cells. At the site of a tight junction, cells are highly tightly against each other by many individual groups of tight junctions protein called cloudings, each of which interact with a partner group on the opposite cell membrane. The groups are arranged into strands that form a branching network with larger number of strands, making for a tighter seal. The purpose of tight junction is to keep liquid from escaping between cells, allowing a layer of cells to act as an impermeable membrane barrier. For example, the tight junctions between the epithelial cells lining your bladder prevent urine from leaking out into the extracellular space. Here you can see in this diagram, this is cell A, cell B, and they both are attached with the tight junctions, and tight junctions are creating proper tight sealing, and they are avoiding any kind of a leakage. Next kind of a cell junction is desmosomes. Animal cells may also contain junctions called desmosomes, which act like spot wells between adjacent epithelial cells. A desmosomes involves a complex of proteins. Some of these proteins extend across the membrane, while others anchor the junction within the cell. Cadherins, specialized adherent proteins, are found on the membranes of both cells and interacts in the space between them, holding the membranes together. Inside the cell, the cadherin attached to a structure called cytoplasmic plate, which connects to the intermediate filament and helps anchor the junction. Desmosomes pin adjacent cells together, ensuring the cells in the organ and tissues that stretch, such as skin and cardiac muscles, remain connected in the unbroken sheet. This is a diagram and detail of desmosome, where we can see attached plate, and this is extracellular matrix. These are cadherin. So this is the sum up of this session, and this session is powered by Digital Version 2.0, Jyoti Vidyapeeth Women's University. Hope you are satisfied with this session, and if you have any query, then come ask in the comment box. I will resolve it. Thank you.